We are back with an old favorite that never lets me down, baby. Rising Star 2. The indie game that just won't quit. So, we are going to be back. We're going to continue our Star Trek-themed band simulator playthrough of Rising Star 2. I'm just going to jump right into it. A, because you're not here to see me. Who cares about me? You want to see the game. And B, because I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, and so I haven't prepared in any way, shape, or form. So you'll see complete loosey-goosey. Here we go. Oh, I'm Norm from Norm Can't Shoot, by the way. In case you're the first time here. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. All right, there's the man himself, Jean-Luc Picard. Lead guitar, Will Riker. Drummer, Chief Miles Edward O'Brien. On the bass, obviously, Mr. Data. And then the newest band member on keyboards, Counselor Deanna Troi. Now, we have released our album, R.I.P. Tasha. It's kind of run its course. It's dropping on the charts, as you can see. It's kind of leveling out, but we're still making some cash off of it, so it's good. I am working on compiling enough songs that I can go for a new album with new songs. So if we're sorting my songs by quality, I'm getting a couple up here. There's a couple I can throw in there. But once I get about maybe 10 more, once I get about maybe 6 more, I can get a good solid grouping of 10. Then we will look for another recording contract. We'll put out that all-important second album. That's where you go to rock stardom. Bam, on album number 2. So that's what we're gonna do. But in order to do that, I need gigs, and I've got quite a few coming up here. That's no problem. The band, in terms of popularity, not terrible, but not great. We can work on that. So that's fine. How am I doing on inspiration? I think we're all low on inspiration right now, so I need to build that up. So we're going to practice till the weekend. We're going to play our gigs, and the goal is going to be to kind of grind out a couple of new songs and work towards that. I might do a tour just for fun. Also, it's a good way to kind of power through and get a bunch of inspiration by having a bunch of gigs back to back to back to back. So we'll try that. We'll try that as well. But for now, let's just practice some gigs. Let's just practice a couple of songs, get us up into there. So we've got all these new songs that we need to practice. Give it another practice day. I got a gig at Dustin's Bar in San Francisco. All right, off to San Francisco. San Francisco. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Good old Rising Star 2 is not giving me any drop frames warning so far, so I think we should be good. Let's just make sure I have enough. I could probably use a few more albums, but I think we're all right for now. We've got 15,000 in the bank, which isn't terrible. But yeah, we just gotta grind it out at this point now. We gotta get that inspiration. Give me that sweet, sweet inspiration. New York needs more bands. In terms of the number of, sorry. For a second there, I just walked past real fast. I thought this girl was completely naked. It's just the fact that she's wearing all white clothing, so never mind. I thought that's new. All right, let me, we've got a bunch of new songs here. Let me see what this playlist is going on here. Wow, zero shows. Look, I think that even in the bigger markets, I don't think that it necessarily has more bands performing in that market necessarily. I think we're all kind of a shared market. I think it's more a case they have just more bars physically in New York, so, or these bigger markets. So maybe it's just harder for them to fill up, or I don't know. I would like to see a little more. Yeah, like they've got, like, I mean, if you go to New York and wander around that map, there's like 500 bars, you know what I mean? So it's hard to fill up all that. I would like to see, you know, in a future, you know, in future content for the game, I would like to see a little more, make the cities a little bit different, you know what I mean? They're all very samey right now. There's nothing really, like when you're moving from, say, where, you know, Modesto to San Francisco, aside from the physical size of the map, you don't really notice conceptually any difference, you know what I mean? Like, there should be maybe, you know, venue size, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to get like a really big one, I mean, I'm sure they already have that to an extent, but I just need to feel like I'm in a big city, you know? There has to be something special about it, something different, something more challenging, perhaps, right? Right now, it's not really doing that, but like I say, I have faith in the developer. He's done a great job so far, so I'm sure we'll get some cool stuff. Let's just do that. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, there's 9. What am I doing? Never mind. Okay, well, let's throw some of these new songs in here then. Let me just throw a bunch in here, and then we'll... Okay, we'll do that. We'll do... that. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 9. Boom. I don't know if that's good. We'll see. But kudos on the developer, because to me it seems like it's just one guy. It's just a guy. I don't know that that guy who does the development updates is anybody. I don't think he's got like a huge staff behind him. I think it's mostly him, if not entirely him. So, you know, he's doing a great job if it's just him. So, kudos to him, man. That's more work than I have energy for.
It's a nice, cool night. Perfect for cruising around with the windows down and the system up. Shady O'Grady here, saying, have a great night.
Where am I even going? I don't even know. I didn't even look. Modesto. Had an idea how to handle managers. Currently, you can get a 1-rep manager and immediately book a 6-month tour that has plenty of theater. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree with you 100% there. There should be, again, the manager quality should, you know, there should be a distinction, right? Like, this guy here who's like a level 1 rep, yeah, we're 100% in sync on that, Proby. So, you know, I think that, you know, these, like, that 2,500 theater, right? This guy shouldn't be anywhere near a 2,500 theater, right? If I want to get them, I should have to progress enough that I can get a better manager, and then that better manager gets me the bigger gigs, right? I think I think you really kind of need to feel a little bit more of the progression, right? Because, you know, I mean, if I was really, you know, if I was really min-maxing this, I could just kind of just rock it, you know, up, you know, up the charts, I guess, so to speak. But in terms of my progression in the game, whereas you really want to kind of feel like I want that bit of challenge. I want to kind of feel like, okay, you know, as I'm going through these different stages, like, oh, this is a whole new thing I can do now. This is a whole new, you know, like, oh, look at these venues that are suddenly opening up to me, right? That should be more work to get there, I guess, if that makes sense. But again, I think he's still doing a good job. He's getting, you know, I think the core is right. He's got the core, you know, the core loop is good. So I think it's just kind of, you know, tweaking it a little bit, right? To make sure that everything's balanced well and you can really kind of feel, like you say, like feel like a progression, like you're doing something, right? But the good news is the developers seem fairly responsive to feedback from people. A lot of the stuff that he's put in terms of quality of life and UI adjustments and things like that have been mostly out of, I think, comments from, you know, feedback from people playing the game. So that's good. You know, that's always a good sign of success for a game, is when you have a developer that actually cares what the players think. I mean, it seems like duh, but there's a lot of larger developers who don't care, right? So I'm looking at you, EA, but that, I think, is the one advantage that an indie developer has over a larger developer, is that they're forced to be responsive to their player base, right? Like, this guy's not making millions of dollars off of this game, right? So if he wants to keep it going and he wants it to be successful, if he's going to ignore his player base and their suggestions, you know, like, the game's just going to go nowhere. Whereas if you're Bethesda, you know, and you know, like, why do you have to listen to it? Why do you care? You know what I mean? As long as those first week sales justify the expense, then who cares what the players think, right? There, it's about the bottom line, right? They got more wiggle room. They know that because if they release a AAA game, there's going to be X number of people that are going to buy it anyway, right? So they don't really care about that kind of stuff usually. At least the crappy ones. There are some developers that still care, which is good to see. But yeah, see, that's a much I haven't heard of Rock Tour Tycoon, but yeah, that's a better system. The one game that I used to play was an indie game that I would love for them to update or bring back, or like, it's one of those ones where it was like so rudimentary that I wanted to bring back. What was it called? Oh, I had it in my brain and it's gone. This is the problem with old age, everyone. It basically was a I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure someone might know. It was a film industry simulator, basically. So it was the same kind of, you know, in principle, the same kind of idea here, where they had a bunch of actors and you could hire different actors and you could put together films, you could develop scripts, you could develop films, you could invest certain money in different things, and it was great. You could do, you know, run all these simulations and things. I mean, it was fabulous, but it was really hampered by it being old, and I think at a certain point they stopped kind of really developing. It was mostly just fans that were kind of keeping it going, so it was never really. The movies is a separate thing. The movies was brilliant. I played the heck out of the movies. Oh, I loved that game. Thank you for mentioning that game, because that was a great game. But this was like rudimentary. This is like a rudimentary level of the movies. It was more like one of those kind of like micromanaging sports games, like Out of the Park Baseball or something, but for movie management. Do you know what I mean? Where you were getting into, you know, writing script and script doctoring and elements of the script, and you had like, you're doing contracts with your stars where, you know, some of them will do nudity and some of them won't. Like, I mean, all this like crazy stuff, like so detailed, you know what I mean? And the simulations came out really good, but it was just such an old, tired game, you know what I mean? That it was like, I mean, bless the community for keeping it going for as long as they did, but I would love for something like that to get a little TLC, a little revamp, because it was a great concept, right? Like that kind of a game, I would jump at a game like that. I love simulator games. Here's my terrible repairing. Yep, 5 failures. That sounds about right. All right, I don't think I have enough inspiration to bother writing a song. Nope, so we will just work on practice. R.I.P. Tasha falls 50 positions, but you know what? We're still moving units. Like, we're still moving 900 units. We're still making money. So, listen, we've had a good run. It was a good first album. I was happy with it. Next one's gonna be even better. I'm not getting any. What is my manager doing? Are you just looking for your jobs for me? Come on, man. I mean, I think I'm filled up for this weekend, so I think I'm okay. I'm okay for this weekend. I got some bigger gigs here, but come on, man. Let's get going. Okay, well, these ones here are on the album, so I should be playing these in concert. I should have these practiced up. Yeah, it's not a bad idea for a playthrough, Proby. Like, I do that all the time in games where, especially where when you play a game a little bit, you kind of know what to do to. The games get a little, I don't want to say easy necessarily, but you know, you kind of know what to do. You know you can cut some corners, and you know, you're not really in fear of catastrophic failure, and so you kind of put. And again, it's better for role play, right? If you're a role play kind of guy. To set your own limitations, right? It makes the game more interesting, makes the game more fun, you know? So I 100% agree with that. All right, let's get that songwriting beefed up. Let's just put it all in songwriting. I know I'm gonna want to max him on songwriting anyway, so. Who else does the songwriting? I'm gonna look at my songwriting things. See, he's already maxed out and he's not great at songwriting. He's almost maxed out. He's not going to be amazing. I think this is going to be the biggest hamper, is that I'm not going to be able to... Thankfully, Deanna. I'll just have to really get... If I can get Deanna up and I can get Data up on songwriting, so where they're not max, but close to max, then I think that should sustain us. Because, I mean, ultimately, you know, when you get towards the end game, you need to get these really high-level songs, ideally. And with only one guy doing the songwriting and everybody else kind of middling, it's not great. So I just need to make sure that I focus on Deanna and Data getting their songwriting up. And Shed. Sounds like a classy place.
Y'all fixing to go up on stage?
I am fixing, Sugar. Thanks for asking. Okay, where was the last one I just did there? February 19? Let's just try that one. That's been a welcome feature, the recall previous set list. Alright, we're getting.
Doing the night shift on Stranded Radio. The phones
off to the next gig.
Here's one by request.
San Francisco. Okay. Nothing for me.
Good luck in your gig tonight.
Thanks, Red. Oh, a 12-song set. Okay. I'm sure I've got some options here now with all these new songs. I could play some of the oldies and some of the new stuff. Let's do Boom Boom Boom. And then we need that one. Let's do Elementary Dear Data. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need some more here. Maybe instead of Times Squared, let's do Outrageous Okona. And then Times Squared. And then... Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just see how that... Let's just try it. Who knows? We're experimenting. It's rock science. Rock science. There's 56 people in the audience. Who really cares? If it bombs, it bombs. Alright, it's turning in pretty good set anyway. That's alright. Listen, we got the 100%. We're happy. Everybody went crazy. Sold a couple shirts.
It's the weird part of the night. You're with Shady O'Grady on Stranded Radio. I'm doing my part to keep things weird.
Okay, let's head back to Modesto. Oh, we're dropping like a stone. All right, let's see how we're doing for songwriting. Let's write some songs. 29 new song ideas. Excellent. What do we got? I saw a 20. There's a 20. I like that. Let's get that in there. Let's get that 9 in there. Let's get that 10 and 8. That's a 47. Yeah, I'll take a 47. That's fine. Let's make this one a medium. Make that a medium energy. And of course, oh, I forgot to call it up. See, I've been so discombobulated. I forgot to call up my list of Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. Horrible, horrible. Where are we? Okay, here we go. We're still in season 2. What was the last song that we did? Let's sort by date written. Pen Pals was the last one. Oh my goodness. Well, listen. This is a great one. Q Who, baby. Anytime you got a Q episode, I will take it. Excellent. Let's write that song. Okay, maybe he's found a gig for us? Thank you. Okay, we got a couple gigs. We got 1 gig. I'll take it. That's better than nothing. All right. Let's see if we can write another song. We need to kind of get rolling on the old songwriting here. Let's try this and this and this. A 40. Not fabulous, but not terrible. Let's make this one a medium as well. And this song is going to be Samaritan Snare. I have no idea what that episode is. Samaritan Snare. Boom. Okay, let's practice some songs. These are all good. Okay, that's all done. We're just gonna keep on practicing to the gig. Okay, excellent. Listen, I don't want to have a weekend spot out, right? I don't want to be there on a weekend sitting around twiddling my thumbs when I could be playing. So as long as he keeps these spots filled. So get to work on Saturday. You got a week there, Darren. All right, Deanna. She's gonna be terrible at everything but songwriting in the beginnings. That's fine. She's still level 10. We have time to bring up the rest. That's fine. Let's just get these songs written. Excellent. Okay, where are we going? We are going to Fresno, lovely Fresno, California. The Fluttering Thought. Yeah, and some variety in the interiors. Like, these are cool, but after a while, you know what I mean? Just do a little variety. Like, it'd be interesting to find clubs that are like, you know, like special clubs. Like, it's hard to get into them, and then when you get into them, inside they have a different look to them, like very unique. You know, some unique events maybe can happen in them. Like, let's, you know, like little things, I guess, little specific things like that to work for. To, you know, like the equivalent of like a CBGB's or whatever. You know what I mean? Like one of these iconic places, you know, that you can go to, right? Okay, 6, let's do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that. Let's try it. Start the gig.
down and the system up. Shady O'Grady
Okay,
here,
where am I going
saying,
next?
have a great night.
San Francisco. Also, if anybody else is streaming this game, let me know. Proby, I think you just play. I don't know if you actually stream, but if you stream, let me know. Or anybody else who's watching this that streams this game, let me know. I'll give you a follow. I'm just curious how other people play it. I've watched, some playthroughs on YouTube, and I've been watching, a couple of people that have streamed it on Twitch, but there's not a lot of action going on out there right now. So it's just fun to watch how other people play it and how other people approach the game. So it gives me ideas. So. Okay, if you stream Proby, I'll give you a follow and I'll watch. Stream this game. It's fun. What am I doing? 9. Let's do a 9 set. All right, so far so good. Probably could have put a few more high energy songs in there, but that's all right. Everybody's happy. Excellent.
I can feel the magic in the air tonight. You're with Shady O'Grady, listening to the sound.
Okay, let's just
Stranded Radio.
get back home to Modesto for now. Oh, we climbed 72 positions. Wow, listen. A couple more. 650 gig. There you go. Thank you. 80. Okay. All right. He filled up that weekend. That was my requirement, right? Yeah. Maybe Shark. You're right. Maybe even an achievement or something. One of the achievements being that in all the big cities there's a special club in each of the big cities like New York and LA and things like that. And if you're able to get 100% performance or a sellout or something like that, and at each one of those venues you get a special achievement, just something to work towards. I'm not a big achievement hunter in games, but I know a lot of people, that's how they love to play the game. So just little things like that to work towards. Again, this is all content that would be great, but easy for us to say, not having to actually sit down and code all this nonsense, right? So hopefully we're able to get it anyway. What am I doing right now? I lost track of what the heck I was doing. Okay. I'm going home. That's what I'm doing. Let's try writing a song. We got a 6. Oh, I like that 23. That's good. We got an 8 and a 3. That's a 50. I'll take that. That's no problem. 50's good. Next up is Up the Long Ladder. Up the Long Ladder. The 12-year-old inside me is snickering. Up the Long Ladder. That's what she said. There we go. Boom. Can I write another song? Is there another song in here with... I got all these... Oh, there's a 21. That's good. There's a 17. Hang on. We're halfway there. 45. I'm going to hang on to those. I can do better. I can do better. But let's stash a few of these so we don't lose them. 10. We got a 9 there. We got a... These aren't great, the 7s, but... I've got... I got police sirens going on outside my window. Hopefully that's not being picked up on mic. And hopefully they're not coming for me. So... I don't think I'm big enough to be swatted yet, so so I'm not too worried. I think we're all right. Okay, who's a repair? It's just Data. Everybody else sucks, right? It's Data and Riker. I think that's why I was failing. I was picking the wrong people. Okay, Data and Riker are the only ones who can do that. So we'll just do them. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. We got some new songs. Everybody else is doing pretty good there, so we're all right. Let's just practice these ones. And look at this. Not a dropped frame. Okay, off to Reno, Nevada. It's taking forever to get these songs practiced, probably because my playing isn't great. I probably should be busking more. Do I have busk? I have busk instruments, don't I, in my equipment? Oh, I never bought busking. Oh, I did. No, I did. Okay, I do have them. I must have done busking. I get mixed up. I was playing my, as I mentioned before, I have another game that I play of this just casually on my own, just off stream. And I occasionally get mixed up what's going on between the two, so. Oh, back to Ann's Shed, our favorite venue.
Good luck in that gig tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree 100%, Proby, because it really does. It really, the only downside to it, like, I like that you can build your playing through busking. The only downside is that really when you're choosing your band members, it kind of doesn't make sense to have somebody whose focus is playing, because already it was fairly. I mean, the only thing really playing does is it gets you better endorsements, which who cares, and it makes your practice time less, but. Really, that's not a huge impact at the end of the day. So already it was kind of the redheaded stepchild of abilities. But then now, when you could just go and busk and get that and bump it up a point or two every time, then why would you take a person? Why would you hire a person whose focus is playing? I mean, who cares? It's the least useful, right? I think this is the most recent one. But I do like busking. It is good.
It's Shady O'Grady doing the night shift on Stranded Radio.
It's right here. We'll just drive.
Here's one by request.
Off to San Francisco again. I actually don't mind the number of gigs that we have in San Francisco because it's a big market and we're building up our popularity in the big market right off the bat, which is good. I'm happy. Speaking of which, I probably have to landscape, right? Well, let's do some landscape. Let's mow some grass. We haven't mowed grass in a little while. You go, Jean-Luc. Mow that grass. Engage. Make it so. Other Picard things. Facepalm.
Maybe I'll see some of you tonight in person.
Have a good gig.
Alright. 12 set. That last 12 set worked out alright. We'll do that 12 set. Attendance 12. Yikes. Yikes. Man, oh man. This has to be a new low for 10. I mean, the 12 people are having a great time, but yikes. That's embarrassing. 12 people. We still sold a shirt.
It's a weird part of the night.
That can't be
You're
good.
with
That can't be
Shady
good.
O'Grady on Stranded Radio.
What is our popularity in San Francisco? I was just talking about how we're building our reputation and popularity in San Francisco. We've got a 4 popularity, which isn't high, but that's got to get us more than 12 people. Come on, game. Yeesh. That's all right. Maybe this is coronavirus numbers. People aren't allowed to go out. People are social distancing. They're staying home. All right, let's just get home. Now we're falling again. This is all over the place, this album. Okay, a couple of smaller gigs, that's fine. Yeah, this thing is kind of it's trending down. We had a little jumps here and there, but it's trending downwards. But again, we've made 18 grand off it. I can't complain. I can't complain. Let's go to the store and pick up some gear. I probably should be going to better stores and investing in better gear, but I still, like I say, I want to make sure I've got a little stash so that the next album can be good. I want to make sure that we are producing as high a quality as we can, because I want to try and see some forward progress, a little momentum in that way. Alright. A couple of those. Too many strings. Oh my goodness. Oh, this, I should just got these. There we go. Miles needs drum heads. I like how if you listen in the background, people playing in the music shop, there's some guy that starts breaking into the first bars of Smoke on the Water, which is just classic. Every beginner guitarist starts there. I remember, oh my god, I must have been a teenager. I was a teenager. I must have been maybe like 16, and I had a buddy I used to work with, and he played guitar, mostly bass, but he played actual guitar as well. And so I was over at his place, and he was showing me some stuff. He's like, oh, dude, I could totally teach you how to play guitar. It's so easy. I can teach you. You'll learn. It'll be great. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I wouldn't mind being cooler, and guitar is certainly going to help. So I tried, and he tried to teach me Smoke on the Water, and it was, I mean, this must be, at this point, 30 years ago. And to this day, I'm embarrassed thinking about how badly I played there. And it was just me and him in his room, so it's like it wasn't like there was like a crowd of girls around, like, but just even just the look on his face, like, how are you not getting this? Shout out to you, Jorge, wherever you are, brother. All right, let's okay. I need to get him the drum heads first. Let's get that sorted. We'll get these 2-stage. We'll get some sticks. Yeah, and then I had an ex-girlfriend who tried to teach me, and it was equally as disastrous. I don't know, man. I got these like short, fat fingers, and I think short, fat, you know, Italian sausage kind of fingers are probably not conducive to playing the guitar. My son's really good at guitar, but he's got these like long, spindly ET fingers, man. So for him, it's like no problem, right? For me, impossible. I should maybe do drums instead. But ultimately, I have absolutely no musical ability and never have, so I probably should just skip it altogether. Plus, I'm like in my mid-40s. I think picking up an instrument is probably an unreasonable goal. Although, with this whole coronavirus thing, I've been stuck in the house all this time, so I had plenty of time to learn. Okay, where am I going? Sacramento. Okay, well, let's just go to Sacramento. I would be curious, though, to get the impression, like, I would love to see someone who actually is a musician or was a musician or who's kind of done this kind of thing a little bit in real life to, I mean, I'm sure this doesn't exactly line up with how it is in real life, obviously, but I'd be curious to get their perspective on it, you know what I mean? Someone who actually knows what they're talking about from the music perspective. I know the developer says that he's a musician and did this, so I'm sure it's you know, it's born out of that, but it would just be interesting to see, you know, the reaction of someone who has lived the life a little bit. I've never performed in front of a stage, in front of a crowd of people like this, so thankfully I'd probably be terrified. I could do Twitch, A, because like hardly anyone's watching, and B, I don't see you guys, like you guys are there, I'm talking to you, but like, if you guys were all standing in front of my computer here watching me, I think I'd be probably a little different. All right, back to Modesto.
Shady O'Grady here, saying, have a great night.
Let's cut some grass. I'm only cutting the grass here just because I want to be able to do busking. You have to cut the grass first, so. Look, there we are in the background on the sign there. Perfect. State Theater, very creative name. All right, let's just play these 6. Turned it all right. Let's see how it goes. $2,500 people. Sold 78 shirts. Hello, that's all right. 22 copies of RIP. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Look at that cash, 24. And Deanna got another upgrade. Boom, 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 boom. Excellent. All positives. All positives. Okay, everybody's inspired, so we can definitely write some songs here. 50 new ideas, oh my goodness. All right, I see a 17, I see a 4, there's a 27. Hello, you're getting used. We can do the 11. I don't know if we're gonna really get much out of this. That 27. Okay, I might have to stash that 27. But let's see what else we got. We got a 17 up here. That's good. We got a 14. Also good. We have a 17 here. And then a 553. Boom. I will take that. Next song in the list is Manhunt. Great name for a song. Boom, can I write another song? We have lots of stuff going on here. I don't want to waste them. That 27 is so tempting. I really want to find a way that I can make this work, but I just don't see it. Not in a way that's going to be worthwhile. I haven't really got anything else to pair that with, so we're just going to stash that one. You're stashed. Let's try 14. Yeah, see, we're not getting much here. A 32, is that worth bothering with? We'll make that a slow one. We'll make that a slow song. It's a bit, 32 is a bit of a filler. The Emissary. More gigs. I'll take it. Good job, buddy. Okay, practice. Yes, all that looks correct. Oh, we got more gigs coming in. Look at that. Excellent. Okay, we got Fresno and San Francisco, so off to Fresno we go. Six, we'll just start that there. Alright, not our best show, but what are you gonna do? I got a level up there, I can hear it. Miles with the level up, nice. Now, I think for Miles, he's not going to be a key songwriting guy. I've only got 4 more levels in him, so I'm going to start pumping up this production, because if we can keep Miles, if we can get his production up to like 100%, right, which we should be able to. He's a 26, I've got, you know, 3 or 4 more level ups. I should be able to get him up to full. If I can get him up to 100, perfect, because that's his use. He will be our free producer. It'll cost us less to get our songs up. San Francisco next. All right. Shark says he seems to have the record contracts in the game pretty close to reality from what I know. A college professor of mine who was Henry Mancini's drummer had toured with Elvis and told us you make the same amount for selling 50,000 copies as you do with 1 million with a company. Yeah, that's about, well, like I say, the I'm sure that in real life actual bands are screwed even more than in this game. So apparently it's an industry that's rife with unfairness to the artists, but in the game, I'm making enough money. Well, I mean, really, even if you look at it from the game, if you look at R.I.P. Tasha, right? They got their 10,000 advance back. I'm only making like 4%, 3% off every sale. So if they've made 18,000, they've recouped their investment and they've made, you know, like what, 200, 300 grand off of this album? Right? And in reality, you'd have even more opportunities because you'd have more merchandising and all the rest of the stuff, and the record company would get a cut of those as well, right? So most of the money flows upwards, as with many things in life, unfortunately. That's cool you had a professor that toured with Elvis, though. That was alright. We always made fun because our high school music teacher was from Jamaica. He was great. He was so funny. And in Jamaica, he had released a bunch of albums, like calypso albums or, you know, that kind of stuff. So he would have, like, he'd show us, like, all these, like, you know, tacky album covers of him, like, oh, like, he was great. So, because, like, I mean, he released them probably in the, I'm guessing in the 60s or the 70s or something like that, where they had really cheesy album covers. So, it was fantastic. But not the same level of fame as Elvis level, for sure. I mean, he wound up teaching high school music, so. He was a good guy, though. I can't complain. He was a good guy. Look at that. Venue capacity 1,000. That's better. 650. There we go. 80. Well, that's fine. Listen, it still work. Okay. All right. He's Bus. Let's do it. Deanna's not allowed to busk because keyboardists can't busk. They could at least throw her a bone, give her a tambourine or something. I mean, come on, you know? All right, I got a couple playing skills up there. I'm happy. Let's just go home. Now, again, what I should be doing is each day I should be stopping. I should practice, then I should go out and busk, and then I should come back and practice. But that's too much work. I'm not going to do all that. That's boring. Nobody wants to see that. So we are just going to, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to sort by quality and see if anything else needs to be practiced. Contagion does. I think we're in pretty good shape overall after that, though. We gotta level up for Data. Let's get his songwriting up too. His name was Jack Gilfoy. Actually recorded John Cougar Mellencamp first album, maybe a second one. Also showed us a copy of his original receipt. Oh, he literally brought the receipts. He literally brought the receipts on that story. Beautiful. I love it. And I love John Cougar Mellencamp too, because he went through all phases of his name during his career. He was started off as John Cougar, then he went to John Cougar Mellencamp, then he transitioned to John Mellencamp. I don't know what he did after that, if he transitioned to something else, a different name altogether. That's where he should have gone the Prince route and just done a symbol afterwards, just like a cougar, you know, picture of a cougar. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. Practice. More practice. And then off to Reno, Nevada. Yeah, I still have not solved, I still have an issue with this game where, and I don't know, I don't think it necessarily shows up in the stream, thankfully. I don't know if it does, you can tell me. But I'll get little, especially when I'm moving, like quick movements, I'll get like little squigglies across the top of the screen, like, you know, like in there. But I mean, it's like a little slight annoyance, so it's not like it's a major impact, but it's been driving me crazy enough that I've been trying to find a solution, and I cannot. So hopefully no one's seeing it but me, and hopefully it's not annoying you as much as it's annoying me.
Fixing to go up on stage?
I am, Sugar. Thanks for asking. All right. Let's do... My last 9 set I don't think did terribly well, as I recall. So let me just... Let's just see what we're doing. We don't want play skill, we want quality. We'll get the Royale in there. We'll get a Matter of Honor in there. We'll get a Natural Selection. We'll get the Emissary. We'll get Measure of a Man. Pen Pal, Samaritan Snare, Q-Hue, Contagion. Yeah, let's try that. Start that gig. Okay, good, Shark. I don't think... I kind of looked back on some of my previous streams to see if it was showing up, and it wasn't. So I think it might be just a problem locally with my monitor or something, so... It's alright. It's like just annoying enough to really bother me. You know what I mean? Anyone else, like if someone was sitting here looking over my shoulder, they'd probably barely notice it. But now that I am noticing it, it drives me absolutely mental, and I'm slowly going insane. So I will fix it someday. Can I busk? Mouse is working those bongos. All right, got some playing skill, earned $100. We're rich. All right.
Hey, the band's here.
Play that gig. We'll use that same 9 set. That works out, right? Ooh, had a level up from someone. Excellent. Jean-Luc. All right, let's max out Jean-Luc. Beautiful. And now we'll just focus on stage presence. Playing, I'll leave. It's fine. He's got 23 playing. It'll increase a little bit through busking. I don't need him to do any of the rest of the stuff, so let's just go home. Let's cash in. We've had a couple of level ups, so let's cash in and make some songs here again. I think we're actually probably, I'll have to count off the songs, but I think we're actually probably close to, we're probably close to the point where we can maybe look for another contract. Get an album out there. Okay, let's go with 14. I have another 14 here. And then a 10. 58. There we go. I'll take that. Quality. Yeah, I probably should make this one a medium. I'm getting a little heavy on the on these songs here. A good medium is handy. Always useful. All right, next up is peak performance. Again, appropriate. Tasha is falling. Darren is calling. Okay, a couple more gigs. That's all right. Look at that calendar, nice and full. That's what we like to see. Full calendar. Full calendar, happy band. Let's do some repairs. Killing it, Data. You're killing it. Look at this one. Is half dead. I'm almost afraid to let Will touch it. Okay, no, you're not allowed to touch it anymore, Will. Oh, you stink so bad, Will. I'll have Data try it next time, or else we'll get it fixed professionally. Okay, I don't need to practice you anymore. Everyone else, we're all right. Let's just practice. Oh, I was gonna check the song list and see where we're at. If we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Listen, I mean, the lowest would be 32, the highest would be 58, so, you know, that could be a little better, but I'll take it. That's good enough. Maybe by the time that we actually finish the album, I'll be able to sneak in a couple of high ones as well, right? So maybe it'll go from, say, 40 up. So let's get that manager. We're all full on the calendar pretty much, so that's fine. Let's try and get another recording contract. I got a little money saved up. I got Miles. His production is up. Next album. We got to start thinking of some Star Trek related names. Right? Red shirt. I don't want to say red shirt because if I say naming it red shirt would be terrible. That's just setting them up for red shirts. Did not have good luck. That's not setting up your album for success. Calling it red shirt. What am I thinking? Something a little more positive. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's see. Let's get a contract first. If anybody has an idea, let me know. Let's pump up that songwriting. Let's just try and practice up some of these ones that are slipping a bit. That's probably more than we need. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna review some. We have a gig, but before the gig, we are gonna look at some contracts. All right. And on the way, let's do a little landscaping. No, we're not gonna do landscaping. We gotta go. We got stuff to do. We got a contract to sign. We gotta look over these contracts. I got a gig tonight. I haven't got time to cut the grass. Priorities. Darren Marion. Review contract offers. So all this stuff is going to be the same except for the percentage. So I'll just cycle through the percentages. There's only 3 this time. Wow. Okay, so we're going to do 1 full-length album. Must be released no later than January. That's plenty of time. The release has to include at least 5 songs of at least 90 quality? What? Are you on crack? Do they mean quality? Quality? I haven't got... my highest song is a 58. How am I going to give you... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm just seeing if I'm reading this wrong. The minimum recording quality for each song must be 100. Whoa, what? Did they get our contracts mixed up with a better band? Like, what? What are you talking about? Are these all like that? 4 songs of at least 70 quality. Oh, maybe they changed this, that these are different now. But even still, 4 songs of 70 quality. I haven't gotten any songs of 70 quality. I'm not nearly there yet. I can't do it. There's no way I'm certainly not going to be able to meet this one here. I mean, recording quality of 70, we might be able to get to that. It'll be expensive. But it's the 4 songs of 70 quality by January. I don't know. I'd rather wait until I've actually got songs up there before I signed a recording contract like that. That just seems bizarre. Usually they give you something which is kind of a cakewalk in terms of the requirements. This is the first time where I've ever had to like say no to contract offers because I stink so bad. It's a little disheartening. I gotta tell you, it's a little disheartening. I'm feeling, this has to be a change, Shark. This is not what it was before. This must be on the latest update or something, because I'm feeling a little less Star Trek, a little more Babylon 5 on this one, guys. I'm telling you, like, it's that step down where I'm feeling like, ugh. All right, well, no contract for me. Well, that stinks. I'm all psyched to do another contract. Oh well. Okay, well, let's go to Sacramento. We'll play this. I guess really the only thing to be done is to, again, continue to try and get my levels up and get better at songwriting. And then try again in a couple of weeks and see if maybe that was just kind of a one-off. Oops, almost missed it. See if that was just kind of like not a glitch, but yeah, I mean, I can release an independent album whenever I want to, but at this stage,
have a good gig.
I think I'd rather do a contract. The contracts are more fun because you've got, it's, like this game doesn't have like quests exactly or anything like that, but it's kind of a goal to work towards, right? You want to try and get a better contract. You want to try and meet all the qualifications for the contract. So, I mean, I could just record a bunch of songs and just throw it out there, but I'll see. We'll see. I mean, if I just can't do it, if I try this again, 2 weeks from now in game time, or a month from now in game time, and I'm still SOL, I might have to look at it. But my preference is to do an actual album with an actual contract if I can. So we'll work towards that. We'll get there. Look, I'm at 58. Data and Deanna are still really low level. Like Data's only like level 11 and Deanna's I think like level 17 or something. So there's lots of room for, and she's already almost maxed out on songwriting. So the quality is gonna take a jump up here in fairly quick order. So I think we should be all right. Let's do that. I'm not desperate for cash. We're still making a little bit of money, so again. Need drumsticks.
Shady O'Grady here. I can feel the magic of a
great
night. You're with Shady O'Grady, listening to the sounds of the night on Stranded Radio.
Oh, okay. I'm in Sacramento. All right, I'll just find a hotel for the night. Naomi's Motel. Sounds like a classy joint. Here we go. $38. It's got to be classy. I never thought about a greatest hits. That's actually a really good idea. I mean, we're not anywhere close to there yet, but yeah, like as a long-term goal, after we've produced a couple of albums, because some songs do take off, right? You've got that hit song, right? That'll suddenly just streaks up in popularity for no reason. It seems fairly random. Especially when you get a couple of those, you find your most popular songs, just throw them all in there, see if that works on a re-release, right? Especially because the earlier albums, the production level is low usually because you don't have the cash for it. So later on, when you've got money and you can hire good producers, just re-release it. That's a good idea. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thanks, Sharp. One for songwriting. We'll just do that one for stage presence. I need some drumsticks. Drumsticks all suck. Okay, well, let's get a couple of those just for fun. I think we're okay. Everyone else has, maybe we'll get him a couple more, we'll get him another set of strings if we... There we go. Okay. Where am I going? I also probably should invest at some point in spending a little cash on getting my equipment upgraded. So I'm not going to do that right now, but at a certain point we should do that. Like I say, I want to try and keep some money to record, but we'll see how feasible. If recording doesn't seem like it's going to be feasible in the short term, then I might just blow some of this cash on better equipment. Oh, a 12 set. Oh, okay. Let's do a new 12 set. I've got some new songs to play. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that and that. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3? Is that 12 or am I one over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's it exactly. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Go. That's a good show for 40 people, but it's a good show.
It's Shady O'Grady.
How are you? What broke on? Oh, I forgot to fix his amp. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Oh well. We'll buy him a new amp. Maybe that might be our R.I.P. Tasha Falls. Maybe that might be our sign that we're supposed to go to upgrade some equipment here, right? Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I want the deluxe. Roy's deluxe music. Oh, I feel so stupid for forgetting to do that. Okay, let's get him an amp. How much would it cost? Yeah, those amps aren't that great anyway, really. Like, okay, let's just sell those ones. Let's get him a new amp. It's new amp time. Let's try and find a good one. There we go, I like that one. Playing, songwriting, and stage presence. Yeah, let's do that one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. That one, that's what we're looking for. Boom, congratulations. How's your guitar situation? Four and five, that's alright, you're fine. He had a decent drum kit. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I got 26 grand. I shouldn't be so stingy with the cash. All right, let's take a look. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of this thing. We don't need that anymore. That's gone. See, 5 and 9. He's fine. That's fine. Will, I could probably do better than 4 or 5. Let's take a look. Let's look up the higher end stuff. See what we got. 7 songwriting. 5, 2, 7. That's good. 6 songwriting. 7, 5, 6. I like that one. Jet Red. Playing and songwriting. Playing and stage presence. Yeah, oh yeah, we're definitely getting him a new one. Playing and songwriting. Songwriting and stage. See, those are the ones I like. I don't really care so much about playing. I like this 6, 7. Oh, that one's playing and songwriting now. We're still finding good stats even this far down. Like this one here is 2, 5, 6. It's not as good as a 6, 7, but it gives you a little bit of playing bonus and it's cheaper. So that's a possibility. Oh, whoa, psh, okay, hold the phone. There we go. How come the lower I go, the better guitars I'm finding? What's going on here? Look at this. You know what? I'm not going to look through all this stuff. Where was that super cool one? 6, 7, 7. Consider yourself bought. I can sell off these other ones because who cares about them anymore? You're gone. You're gone. That's all you need. Boom. Done. And he's got strings, so we're okay. Miles. He's going to need new cymbals, so let's take a look at some cymbals. He's already at like 15% here, so let's try and find him something half decent. These are always way too expensive, but hey, we're blowing cash today. This one is 343. We can do better than that. Oh, I'm not spending 6 grand on it. I'm not going that crazy. Let's, what was this? 363? 343. It's 373. 9 playing, 5 songwriting. I like this one, the 5-7. Ooh, 259. Hello. 5-2-10. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy jumping. God, I never sounded more like a middle-aged Canadian than by saying holy jumping. Alright, 5-2-10. Or where 259. I think I'd rather have this one. Plus it looks cooler. Look at that blue. Congratulations. He's this one for, what is this, for practicing? Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's good. Excellent. Data's guitar. What do we got? This guitar is not even being used, so we'll sell you. This one here is a 4-3. We could do better than 4-3. Come on. 8-4-3. Look at that right off the bat. We're better than that. The stats do seem fairly random, which I'm okay with that. But at the same time, it is weird that you'll have like a 2,000, like this one here. This is over 1,000 for this guitar, and it gives you +1 playing. Like, why would you ever pick this guitar? Right? It should be that, you know, the larger, you can have some randomness in there, but I would think that you'd have to, you gotta set some minimums or something, you know? If I'm spending over $1 grand on a guitar, it's gotta be at least half decent, you know? I shouldn't be able to buy a guitar for 300 that has better stats than a guitar for that costs 1,200, you know? So, I do like this, 266. That could be a winner right there. I'll check a few more down here, but that's... Yeah, I think we're just going to call that one the winner. 266. Look at that. Excellent. And I can get rid of this too because we don't need that anymore. Perfect. Deanna. She already had a pretty... Yeah, she's 888. She's fine. She's fine. That's no problem. She's all right. I probably could buy her a better amp, but I'm not so worried about it. That's fine. That's fine. Listen. We had our fun. We still got 21,000. So that wasn't even too hard on the pocketbook. So I'm not going to complain. All right. Practice time. Practice time. Really, we're doing pretty good here. I got a couple of 90s we'll get up there, but... Oh, that sucks about that contract. I'm so mad about that contract. I was all set to go. I was all ready to go. But again, I've power leveled a couple of these guys up already on the songwriting, so I think we're all right. Let's practice our repair skills a little bit. Look, even Will's killing it today. Look at this. Okay, excellent. I don't really have anything left to practice, so let's see if I can busk. Got a landscape first, and I can busk tomorrow. You know what? We're gonna rest. We haven't rested in a little while. We've been busy. Let's just take a little break, man. Have a little nap. Nothing wrong with that. Go to bed early. Tuck in. You gotta treat yourself sometimes to do that. Let's do a little busking. Boom. Pigeons don't seem to mind the busking too much. Now, of course, as a Canadian, one of the other things I'd like the developers to do is to expand it into Canada. Right? It'd be the same thing, only you just have a couple of Canadian cities there to add. And instead of, you know, when you see that busking scene, instead of the American dollars going in there, you can be throwing loonies and toonies in there, a little Canadian currency. It's not likely to happen, unfortunately. Not likely to happen. I can't recreate the Tragically Hip in here as a Canadian band. Although I could do them as a non-Canadian band, but defeats the purpose. Okay, off to, where are we? Fresno again. I think after, I've got a larger gig coming up here on, looks like the Monday or the Tuesday. After that gig, I'm going to try and get him to look for a contract again. And I might just take it. Even if it's like a 70 plus, I might just take it. Because that really, I mean, I had until January, so I've still got half a year. So it'll give me, just put a little, add a little tension. You know what I mean? Something to work towards. Alright, that's fine.
You're with Shady O'Grady
Oh.
on Stranded Radio. I'm doing
Map.
my part to keep things
San
weird.
Francisco again. Hopefully we have more than 12 people show up. Not our best moment. We've had a couple of kicks in the teeth here on this one with the contract and with the 12 person, but that's alright. We're staying positive.
Y'all fixing to go up on stage?
I am fixing to do exactly that. If I can get the buttons to work. There we go. Recall previous set list. $78 people. That's respectable. That's respectable. %, show. I can't complain there. Excellent. Set list, look. Positive marks
Cool night.
all the way
Perfect for
across.
cruising around with the windows down and the system up. Shady O'Grady here, saying, have a great night.
Can I get in a little quick busk here? Yep. Okay, let's go home. I gotta go to Bakersfield tomorrow, so we'll just get in a... I don't know if there's even a point to getting a practice in here. We're too good for our own good. We'll just practice these just for fun. Bakersfield, California. Speaking of California, just the other day I was watching a compilation of clips from the Californians on SNL, the sketch they did about people from California. I don't know why I find that so funny. There's a lot of stuff on SNL that I just don't find particularly funny anymore. But every time I watch the Californians, it just cracks me up, the accents. I just can't take it. I've never even been to California. I don't even know if that's... I don't get all the jokes at all. Like, I don't know why I love that so much, but I do. Let's do Pen Pals. We'll do Q Hugh. We'll do this one. Manhunt. Let's get rid of Pen Pals. We'll put in the Icarus factor. Boom. Alright, 1,000 people. Let's try it. Maybe we'll, No, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I was gonna put in maybe another fast song, but we'll try. High energy song. We'll try. No, I think that worked out well, energy level wise. There you go, 58%. I'll take it. Excellent. Okay, let's get the manager finding us a recording contract. We can't just look, right away. Do a little busking on the way though first. We can't just leave it. We can't just leave it at defeat. We have to get that record contract, and we're gonna make it work. We're gonna find a way. Let's see what they come back with. Just read on a news website the Rolling Stones were at the arena when you only had 12 people say that. Yeah, well, listen. I think we got a ways to go before we're in Rolling Stones territory, unfortunately, so that's probably apropos. But I never saw the Rolling Stones live. That'd be awesome. All right, let's review these contracts. Here we go. 4 this time. Again with the 70 quality. I mean, that's within reach, right? I mean, the top quality we have right now is 58. That's... Oh, god damn it. pushing the wrong buttons. There we go. Okay. That's within reach. That's a possibility. And again, it's not until January, so I've still got, you know, like 7 months to do that. So I'm just seeing if any, before I even look at the numbers, there's only 4 of them. Okay, they're all 70 quality each. None of that's changing. So, and the advance is the same, all that's the same. So it's just looking at the percentage. What's going to give us the best percentage? Looks like this one here. Enthusiastic Break Records. That's a weird name. I almost don't want to use them because that's such a weird name for a record album. What's the Ambiguous Stop? Why are they all like traffic related? Sore Fear, okay. And Sensitive Regret. Oh, I love that, but that's the worst. It's the worst percentage, so I can't do. Okay, we're gonna go with Enthusiastic Break Records. Let me just double check one last time. Okay, 10 plus songs, no problem. At least 4 have to be 70 quality. That's gonna be the tricky part. Recording quality 70, that's no problem. Miles is already almost maxed out on production. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the 4, if this was something where I had to turn it over by next month, it'd be a problem. But if I, you know, take the next game month or 2 or 3 to kind of just continue to power level up and get the songwriting up, we should be able to pull off at least 4 in the 70 range, I would think. I think you're right, Shark. Well, listen, now we have to. Now we have to. Well, it helps too here. Look, we're just now, because we signed the record contract, everybody's got full inspiration and level ups. Look at that. She's almost maxed out on her songwriting, so that helps. Data. Let's pump his songwriting up. Miles, let's pump up that production. He's almost maxed. Oh, this is perfect. He's already maxed on songwriting, so let's just get the playing up. Ooh, Deanna's leveled twice. Okay, well, let's get her stage presence up then. All right. Listen, I'm feeling positive. Look at all this inspiration. I'm inspired. The characters are inspired. Chat's inspired. This is just inspiring. It's team inspiration. Hashtag team inspiration. Don't start a hashtag, please. Please don't start a hashtag. Okay, let's write a song. 50 new ideas. This is unbelievable. Look at this. Look at all these 20s. We got a 24. We got a 22. Okay, let's try and make use of that 24 because that's a good one. Let's stick that 7 in there. Let's see what happens. We got a 22 there. Okay, that's not going to get us to... Let's see. Let's keep trying here. 22... It's these... Yeah, this is an 11... 16... 4, 53. So we're still getting in that... We're getting up there, but we're not quite in that... Like I've got enough in the teens and 20s. If I can just get all of them, you know, if I can get all of them in that range, then we're all right. Let me try and work for this 11 because the reds are the ones we're falling behind because these are Deanna's giving us good stuff for the rhythm and Jean-Luc is doing good with the lyrics and melody. But when you get down to the riffs, it's a lot of Miles and a lot of Will, and they're not great. I mean, they're not bad songwriters, but they're not going to get us the big numbers. Let's see what we can do. We could do that and a 16 and a 22, but then then we're stuck with a 4, right? If we could get another 20, if we can get 3 20s in there, or at least we should be all right. Okay, let's save some of these. Let's just save some of these. We don't need 8s and 9s. You guys are a joke now. Get out of here with their 8s and 9 nonsense. All right, 7s, go on. 20s. We're all about the 20s. We're just going to stockpile those 20s until we can get... We'll throw in a couple of high teen ones, though, too. A 16 is still half decent. This 7 is useless. I don't want that 7. Let's get rid of that 7. And we'll get that 17 in there. Is there anything else I want to stash? I'll get rid of that and stash a 15 as well. All right, that, like I say, we get like all the pieces are here. You know what I mean? Even if I had if I'm able to use 3 20 pluses in one thing, then I only need 10 on the other. You know what I mean? Even if I just had exactly 20 on 3 of them. So it's just a case of stockpiling enough of these 20 pluses until they all just fit together through the puzzle game. Right? I can't do it now. Let me just double check here. No, not really. I need more 20s in the pinks and the reds. Let me just look. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that work. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Listen. Team inspiration didn't pay off exactly like I wanted to, but we got lots of pieces. We got lots of components. You can see that end goal of 70 plus. You can see it. It's there. For now, let's just practice repairing stuff. Look at all this. It's just success after success. Oh, of course you'll see. Oh, success after success until Will Breaker, of course. It's standard. Practice. This is really hardly any point to practicing, but I'll do it for experience points. Gig. Okay, let's get the manager. Booking local gigs. 50 plus. I just need the work, man. Where am I going? Okay, local. Can I busk on the way? I can. Let's do it. Well, actually, because the printing place is right there, how am I on t-shirts? 144, 193. I probably should pick up some more t-shirts. I got lots of cash, so... I mean, I gotta save that. I don't want to blow all the record money cash, but... I do need t-shirts. Let's just buy 200 of them.
The band's here.
I know what I'm going to do after this. After this, listen, we are going to splurge a little bit of cash. I want to get a cool paint job on the van. We're going to repair the van, and we're going to get a cool paint job. It's going to blow a couple thousand, but listen, if we're going to be a real rock band, we got to roll in better style than what we're doing. So I think we've earned that as a reward for doing such a good job. What was my last one? April 14th. Let's try that one. There we go. So if anybody has any suggestions as to what... We'll try and find something space. I think they have a galaxy-themed paint job, so that's probably the most appropriate. There we go. Good show for 100 people. Sold out. All good. Home we go. Just do a quick practice. All right, let's get out of here. Where is the garage? The garage is over here, and then we'll go see a show, get some inspiration. But what could be more inspiring than a wicked cool paint job on the old van? We don't have to look at this white jalopy anymore. And it's going slow. I probably need repairs on it. I've been neglecting the poor van. Although, I think you will notice, chat, that my driving has been not as terrible. Oh god, yeah, look at that. Has not been as terrible. Okay, we gotta go straight to Galaxy. I mean, come on. It's a Star Trek themed band. We got Galaxy on black, Galaxy on blue, Galaxy on pink, Galaxy on white. I don't know. Does anybody have a preference? I think the black looks good. Either black or blue. It looks pretty good. Another little tiny thing that would be good is if you could put the band logo or something on the side would be good. Or the personalized license plate right now says, I think, Rock Out. Let me come around here. Let's say Rock Out. Maybe we could just change our personalized license plate, right? Little tiny thing. Black for space. That's what I was thinking, Shark. All right, black it is. Boom. Best 3,000 I ever spent. Look at that. Oh, come on. That was 110% worth it. Totally worth it. All right. Let's go here. Our old buddies, the Outstanding Rays, who we went on tour with. Let's go check them out.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Never been better. Life is but a dream. Outstanding Rays. Jeez. That lead singer, man, needs to eat a cheeseburger or something. That's just a little creepy. A little spindly. A little on the spindly side.
It's the weird part of the night.
Okay, the manager is still trying to find me some gigs. And again, R.I.P. Tasha climbs 12 positions. It's so weird. It just won't. It's still trending downwards. A little spike, but it just won't die. Right? Sales 371. We're trending in the wrong direction here, but this has lasted much longer. Like, I mean, how much we've made 21 grand off of that album. That's amazing. That's really good. I'm happy about that. This next album, it's going to be even better. Even better. We're going to make a fortune. We're going to be rich. Hopefully we can make enough money that we can move out of Modesto and move to a bigger city. We probably won't be able to afford to move to San Francisco, but... Or maybe we can. We'll move to San Francisco and then, I don't know. We'll see. There we go. 2,500 seat arena. I like that. Another 2,500. A 2,000. Oh, hello. 650. Man. Darren, what have you been smoking this week? Holy jumping. Oh, God. I have to stop saying holy jumping. I don't want that to be my catchphrase. I'm just trying not to swear so much on the stream. All right. I haven't got very much inspiration, so I'm not gonna be able to write any songs. I'll just have to keep practicing. I got nothing to practice even. Look at this. I'm just maxing out here. Well, we'll just practice for fun. Fun and experience. I know I could be doing these in chunks, but I prefer to do them one at a time just because I just kind of see what's going on in the interim. If I get phone calls and things like that. Reno. And Shed, my favorite. Eugene's music. Back it up. Look at that. Look at that van. I'm loving it. It's parked. Just, it won't stop. There we go.
Y'all fixing to go up on stage?
I am. Where's the last 9 set? March 30th. Let's try that one. Let's try this one. I didn't even look at the songs. Excellent.
Cool night. Perfect for cruising around with the windows down and the system up. Shady O'Grady here.
Back to Modesto.
Have a great night.
Let's see, as long as we're right here, can I bust? I got a landscape. That's alright, we'll landscape, we can bust later. Watch out there, pigeon, watch out. Again, those are the chillest pigeons of all time. Oh, R.I.P. Tasha up again. 25. Oh, he is. Darren, you are killing it. You are killing it. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand it. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not complaining, but Darren is working it. He is earning his pay. $1,000. I'll take it. Okay, Miles. We'll get that last bit up for the production, and then I think I'm just. I mean, you've only got 2 more levels. He's not really going to increase his songwriting to anything that's going to be particularly significant. I'm tempted just to throw it into stage presence because I want him to be able to perform, because that's going to impact. That's going to have, I think, a greater impact than the songwriting at this point. Especially if we've already decided that Jean-Luc and Data and Deanna are going to be the songwriters, then these guys just need to be able to kick in a couple of points here and there just for funsies. So I'm going to put this up in the stage presence. I am happy that its production is maxed, because that means we don't have to worry about those costs anymore. Never again. Oh, no, yeah, I forgot I got a gig. Where is this? The Alice McGee Theater in Sacramento. All right. Oh, I'm loving that paint job. I think it would be fun to have different vehicles too, besides just the van. Although I guess from a practical game perspective, it has to be able to carry all your stuff. So you couldn't do like a Ferrari, because you couldn't carry your band equipment in a Ferrari. But it would be fun. Sold 117 shirts. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
I can feel the magic in the air tonight. Here with Shady O'Grady, listening to the
What about going
sounds
up here?
of the
Just
night.
something on Saturday. So we're all right. We'll just go home to Modesto. See if we can. I need to get some sticks or something here for Miles. Yep, sticks. See if we can do a quick bus. Yes. Yeah, it will. Okay. Take it. right, let me take a look at where we're at right now. In terms of band info, our popularity is creeping up there. It's excellent, including some of the bigger markets because of our album. Speaking of which, R.I.P. Tasha, still charting. I mean, very low in the charts, but still charting. Right? We sold 16,000 altogether. That's not so bad for for a first album of, dubious quality. Wasn't fantastic, right? Excellent. Excellent. All this is good. The song list, again, we're not up into that 70 territory yet. Maybe let's just try it. We got a couple more things. Let's just try it. Look at all these 20s in here. This is perfect. We're gonna get something. We got a 27 up here. Perfect. Thank you, Deanna. That's what we needed. That's what we needed the most. I can get that 27. I can get... Okay, 22 is not gonna work. Oh, I could do 8. Oh, we're up over 70. Look at that. 18, 11, 83. Boom. That's perfect. That is 100% perfect. Shades of Gray, and that actually... Let's just, Shades of Gray. We got a level up for Jean-Luc. Let's see if we can write. Can we get it? Can we squeeze another 70 plus out of there? We got a 32. We got a 23. We got a 20. Even just that 2 gets up over 70. Oh, we are absolutely murdering it right now. This is fantastic. Shades of Grey, that last song, was the last episode of the second season of Star Trek The Next Generation. So Star Trek fans, get ready for the incredible third season, Evolution. Can we just keep the hits coming? Look at all these 20s. Look at them all. I got a 27. No, I think we're kind of hitting up against the wall a little bit here. We got 20, 20, oh, no. Oh, almost. I can't quite get those to connect. Can I? No. No, I can't do it. Okay. Well, what I can do is I can stash some of these away. We can get that 14 out of there, get that 20 in there. And I think we'll get rid of this and get the 27 in there for sure. I think that's probably it. I hate to let go of a 17 to 16, but really we're all about that 20 lifestyle now. We're all about that 20. So I think the real limiter for us is being the reds, being the riffs. So every time Deanna gains a level or gets her inspiration up, we're just gonna bang and just hope that she slips one into the riff section there, or Jean-Luc gets one into the riff section, so that we can get something great. So that's excellent. Listen, look at that. I think I might end the stream on that one. That's a high. Look at that. We're already halfway to our goal. All we need is 4 in the 70 plus, and we can start recording. But we're doing so well now. Maybe I might just try and do the whole album 70 plus. We're cranking them out like crazy. Maybe we'll set 70 as the minimum. We're gonna push for greatness. We'll see. At the very least, I mean, I definitely want 50 plus. I don't want anything under 50. So these ones here are probably never gonna get recorded. So sorry, QU and Contagion, etc. But definitely I want to do 50 plus. I might do 70 plus depending on how well we do. And we're going to crank out that album. We're going to get that out. We're going to go on tour. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent. I'm happy about all of this. All of this is positive. So I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Thank you very much. This has been a long one. How long have I been doing this for? Jesus, I've lost track of time. Like 2 hours? What have I been doing this for? Almost 2 hours. So thanks for hanging in there with me for 2 hours. Thanks to chat, of course. You guys are great. Thanks for following. If you're not following me, why not? Why aren't you following me? You should be following me. I'm great. Sorry. I'm not actually that great. But listen, it's halfway entertaining. Just follow me. You can follow me on Twitch. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. That's it. That's the only places you can follow me. So follow me in those places. I will be back probably later in the week with more of because now I'm pumped. I was if I didn't have to eat so bad, I'd be tempted to just keep going. But I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna leave you on a nice cliffhanger. Something to anticipate in the next one. So probably maybe today's Tuesday. So maybe like Thursday, Friday, I'll do another stream of this, and we'll plow towards that next album. In the meantime, if you have any thoughts on the title of the album, if you're watching this on YouTube, then leave it in a comment. If you're not watching this on YouTube, then go to YouTube and leave it in a comment, or message me on Twitter, or however you want to get a hold of me. If you have a suggestion for a Star Trek theme name for our next album, the last one was R.I.P. Tasha. I want to have something interesting. I want to have something very Star Trek-y. Let's try it. So if you have any ideas, send them my way. I'm not very smart, so I can't think of them myself. I need you for it. Thanks, guys. Take care. See you next time.